who really looks like he's going to be a nice player. So Cape May Tech's done a good job, buddy, of, years ago they would have opportunities where they'd catch lightning in a bottle one season and have a pretty good season. They're getting to the point now where they've got a pretty decent program here. And, they can certainly add to that with a win here tonight over Wildwood Catholic, even though they certainly are a prohibitive underdog. If you're watching on Matt Ulmer's live broadcast, Wildwood Catholic, the away team, will be moving from right to left across your video screen or your cellular phone. Lenny Corbin, the lead official, has the basketball in the center circle, and it will be Taj Sweet for Wildwood Catholic and James Longstreet for Cape May Tech. Lenny Corbin wants to toss the ball. Chip Harshall still
can be found almost daily at Piro's Pizza.
The tip is won by Wildwood Catholic. Jaleel White, right side, goes down low to Taj Sweet, dips in, and we're going to have a jump ball. Taj Sweet tried to go up and was tied up, and that's an early turnover.
Yes, it is, and good job that time by Cape May Tech. Obviously, they got to be aware, and they're going to double down low when the ball goes into Thweet, and that time was just the way Coach Josh McCarter drew it up.
Josh Wright, a deep three. He is fouled on a three. Wow. Not a good foul to start the game there for Charles Fields as he gets Josh Wright on the elbow, and that'll send Josh Wright to the line to try to put the first points of the game on the board, 25 seconds into the first quarter.
And, Brian, that happened right in front of the official, as it also happened right in front of Coach DeWeese. Now, it's obviously not the type of foul you want to see called, but the official had no choice because there was an disadvantage by the fact that Chuck Fields did hit Wright's elbow and, caused him to maybe not miss the shot, but definitely altered the shot.
Wright makes the second. Josh Wright is the all-time leading scorer here at Cape May Tech. He's got over 1,400 career points. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, buddy, if you're a high school basketball fan, 3 programs in our area for boys basketball have the all-time leading scorer in their respective programs, each currently playing. Pat Holden at Lower Cape May and Kion Flanders at Wildwood are the others. Here's Sweet for Wildwood Catholic. Kicks out to Matt Capozzoli for 3. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound, skying is Jaleel White, and his layup is good.
And there's the 6'5" sophomore. Nobody checked out White, and that's one thing that we know Cape May Tech's got to be very aware of. They cannot give Wildwood Catholic second and third opportunities.
Jack O'Donnell with the ball for Cape May Tech. 1 minute into the game. We're tied at 2. Ryan Cleffy stops on the wing. Stolen away by Charles Fields. He will go to the basket and lay it in. I think he may have tried to dunk, buddy, but he kind of fumbled the ball a little bit and said, I better just lay this one up and in.
Absolutely.
4-2 Wildwood Catholic.
He made the right decision in fumbling the ball, not trying to get fancy. Use the glass, lay it in, make sure you score the bucket.
Here's a ball loose, stolen away by Charles Fields. He's running up the left wing to the basket. This layup is good.
And just like that, Brian, 2 turnovers against the Hawks, 2 transition layups for Wildwood Catholic, both of them by Chuck Fields.
Cleffy, a foul line jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound, Taj Sweet. Here comes Jaleel White, center of the floor. Takes a bump, passes down to Capozzoli. Capozzoli took a bump, ball is loose, and now we have a jump ball as Capozzoli and James Longstreet are tied up. Possession to Wildwood Catholic.
James Longstreet that time did a good job, the 6' sophomore, of doubling down low, getting in there and tying up Capozzoli to force that jump ball.
White holds, goes to Thweet, top of the lane, goes to the basket, layup is good. The athleticism right now for Wildwood Catholic in the paint is just too much for Cape May Tech.
And that was just good, strong move by Thweet coming from the right side to the left. He went up strong, used the glass, and knocked it down.
8-2 Wildwood Catholic. Josh Wright to the basket, off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Thweet. Got to the head to Charles Fields. Misses the finger roll. Misses his putback. Jaleel White on an offensive rebound, and he misses. And now we have a jump ball. Possession to Cape May Tech. And Wildwood Catholic right now, buddy, is playing volleyball on the glass against Cape May Tech. Early timeout, 8-2 Crusaders. 5:35 to go first quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. May Tech with the basketball out of the timeout. They trail 8-2. They're still looking for their first field goal. 5:15 to go first quarter. Abbott goes in the corner to Cleffy for the Hawks. Cleffy into the lane. Good kick out to Jack O'Donnell. Fakes. Shoots over a closing Capozzoli. That was good help by Capozzoli to make O'Donnell alter his shot. Wildwood Catholic the rebound. Caleb Fields, who hasn't gotten many touches so far, gets into the lane and gets the friendly roll. 10-2 Wildwood Catholic. The Crusaders very efficient offensively right now, buddy.
Yes, and they're getting a lot of, again, they're scoring.
Here's a steal. Caleb Fields stripped it, gets a return pass, and his layup is good. Wildwood Catholic has 4 players that have scored. It's 12-2 Crusaders. Here's a pass by Wright that's tipped and stolen by Wildwood Catholic again. Outlet pass. Charles Fields off the rim, no good. Taj Thweet, no good. Gets his own rebound. Misses again, misses a third time, and now the floorboard to Jack O'Donnell of Cape May Tech. Here's Josh Wright. Wright kicks in the corner. Ray Abbott for 3, bang.
And it would be an understatement to say that Cape May Tech needed that one desperately. 12-5, we're at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top.
Jaleel White, right side. That was Tech's first field goal at the 4:10 mark. White holding on the wing, got it to Thweet. Thweet, a baseline drive, the Euro step, couldn't finish in the lane, and here comes Josh Wright for Cape May Tech. Wright holding, bounces across the Cleffy. Cleffy steps in, that's a deep 3 for him. Wow, halfway down and out. Wildwood Catholic's Jaleel White the rebound. Caleb Fields stops, now holding the dribble, and is fouled up top by O'Donnell, and that'll give Wildwood Catholic the ball underneath.
That foul is going to be the first on Jack O'Donnell. His first, team's first.
Here comes Jacob Hopping, replacing Matt Capozzoli for Wildwood Catholic. Hopping, a 6'2 sophomore, transferred from Holy Spirit after playing there his freshman year. Here's Caleb Fields. Kicks over to Jaleel White, looking in the post. Decides to go back to Caleb Fields through the lane. They're going to say the foul was up top. He had finished, and
Caleb Fields is saying, as he looks over to his father, that's the second time, as he drew fouls both times, and they're the correct calls on the floor.
Right. Here's Fields on the right wing. Goes to Hopping. Hopping top of the key, goes down low to Charles Fields. Charles Fields bodied up by Abbott, misses the shot. He wanted the foul, didn't get it. Here's Wright, goes to Abbott. Abbott fakes a 3, baseline drive, tried to shovel at the long street. Stolen away by White, and yet another turnover by the Hawks. Jaleel White, great pass to Thweet, and the layup is good.
And that's the 5th turnover against Cape May Tech.
Some people, buddy, think that Jaleel White's best position eventually might be point guard. And you saw those skills on full display on that play right there.
Absolutely. He's got a tremendous upside.
O'Donnell for 3. That's short. Rebound to Hopping. Hopping falls to the ground, though. Cleffy picks up the loose ball. Abbott, a deep 3.
For long rebound, as Brian said, one out of bounds. And Jaleel White is really a very talented 6'5" sophomore. And many people think, and Brian, I know you and I talk about it, his best position eventually will probably be the point guard position. His skill set, as he grows into that body and as his skills develop, he's got incredible floor awareness.
Pass into the post, stolen away by Longstreet. Great job getting in front of Thweet to pull that away for the Hawks. Here's Abbott across the timeline. He is fouled by Caleb Fields.
And that last turnover was number 3 against Wildwood Catholic. That personal foul on Caleb Fields, the 6'2" senior guard heading to Bowling Green. He picks up his first, team's second. 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. It's Wildwood Catholic 14, Cape May Tech 5.
Chris Carrion and Nate Lopez for Cape May Tech into the game. Blaine Russell for Wildwood Catholic. Ray Abbott D'd up nicely by Russell and turns it over and walks.
That's one thing we have seen this year with this Wildwood Catholic basketball team. their man-to-man defense, especially their defensive pressure on the ball, has been outstanding. And right there, that forces the 6th turnover against Cape May Tech.
Jaleel White, left elbow jumper, no good. Josh Wright, the rebound for Cape May Tech. He's trying to push. Wright, fouled by White. And that's not a good foul. And White did really a good job, buddy, of getting into Wright's path. Who, Wright obviously wanted to go to the basket with his left hand because he's left-handed. White did a good job of really getting into his path, but then reached in and committed the foul.
And again, that's that sophomore, he will get experience and learn he can't do that.
Yeah, they're going to call O'Donnell for a violation on the inbound. That was a spot inbound, and he can move up and back as much as he wants, but not side to side. And O'Donnell went outside that kind of 3-foot area that is the rule, and it's a turnover. Here's Caleb Fields on the right side. Goes up to Hopping, top of the key. Hopping is fouled by Lopez. And now all of a sudden we've got a lot of whistles in this game, and not because they're over officiating, but there's an awful lot of contact.
Well, both teams, and again, we're seeing it right here, Cape May Tech knowing they got to pick it up defensively, because Wildwood Catholic on the offensive end having their way, so they're coming out pressuring the ball. And that time, Nate Lopez was guilty of coming out and bodying up Hopping, and he gets whistled for his first, team's third.
Backdoor pass right off the inbound from Rossell to Thweet, and he flushes it with 2 hands. Great find by Rossell.
Then again, just good execution by Wildwood Catholic off a sideline inbound.
16-5, Wildwood Catholic on top. Wright misses a floater. The rebound was taken by Jaleel White. He takes a bump and then loses the ball and goes out of bounds. And yeah, there was some contact there, but White really should have just been stronger with the ball and kind of slowed down a little bit there.
And again, Brian, too, he's got to pick and choose when it is okay to bring the ball down the floor. He needed to get rid of that. He was off balance. He needed to pass ahead. And again, that's another young player mistake.
Right, a right elbow jumper. Can't get the roll. Rebound brought down by Caleb Fields. Catholic an 11-point lead in the ball. 1 minute to go first quarter. Todd Thweet kicks it back out to Caleb Fields. And now Wildwood Catholic will reset its offense. Fields working against Jack O'Donnell. Fields takes it right side. Head and shoulders fake, still holding the dribble. Goes to Thweet. Thweet kicks to Rossell. 25-foot three. Bang! Nothing but the bottom of the net. And Blaine Rossell can do that. He can knock down standstill jump shots. And Wildwood Catholic's up 14 with 32 seconds to go in the quarter. Offensive foul as Chris Carrion goes right into the chest of Taj Thweet, who certainly sold it, but there was definitely enough contact for a foul there. And Wildwood Catholic may hold for one shot here, buddy.
And that foul on Chris Carrion, a 6'2" senior, picks up his first. The possession arrow is in favor of the Crusaders to start the second quarter. And Brian, you're correct. 20 seconds now to go in period number 1. Wouldn't be surprised to see Wildwood Catholic now hold for that final shot.
Yeah, and they've spread the floor here a little bit. Here's Hopping. Hands off to Caleb Fields. 10 seconds to go, and now Caleb is ready to go. Crossover dribble in between the two circles. Gets into the top of the lane. That's a blocking foul. Oh, no, they call it offensive foul there. And a look from here, the carry-on was still moving into Caleb Fields as he left his feet, but they call it an offensive foul with 3 seconds to go in the period.
Well, that was a true 50-50 call.
Right from half court at the buzzer is no good. Wildwood Catholic holds Cape May Tech to 1 field goal in the first quarter. They lead at 19-5. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, Wildwood Catholic 19, Cape May Tech 5 as we get set to start the second quarter. Sturdy Savings Bank, they proudly support Cape May County High School basketball. Please visit them online at sturdyonline.com for all of your banking or financial needs. Banking with a personal touch, Sturdy Savings Bank. Lucky Bones in Cape May, the warmth of a hometown atmosphere, great food with great friends, and ice-cold craft beer. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Wildwood Catholic a 14-point lead in the ball to start the second quarter. Jacob Hopping, 16-footer, off the rim, no good. Rebound batted right back into his hands. He has the dribble on the right wing, comes back out to Jaleel White, reverses the ball, goes to Blaine Rossell for three. That's short. Rebound brought down by Ray Abbott, and Rossell was a little late getting there, bumped into Abbott, and he is called for the foul.
And the 6'2" senior, Blaine Rossell, he's going to pick up his first, team's fourth. In that first quarter, Brian, Cape May Tech shot 1 for 10 from the floor. They were 0 for 5 inside the arc, 1 for 5 from beyond.
Josh Wright rejected by Jaleel White. Rebound Cape May Tech. Abbott for three, way short. Follows his own shot nicely. Trapped in the corner, though. Flips it out, and it's tracked down by Aiden Hoffman, who checked in at the start of the quarter. Here's Josh Wright for the Hawks. Spins in the top of the lane, takes a bump, no good, but a foul.
And they're going to call that one on Matt Capozzoli. Capozzoli's going to pick up his first, team's fifth. Check that. It's going to be the 16th foul. Going to send Josh Wright to the line. The only foul shots that have been shot in this game are by Josh Wright. He is now 3 of 4. Wildwood Catholic did not get to the charity stripe at all in that first quarter. Wright is so far held without a field goal, Brian. He's got 3 points, all from the line.
Second shot is good.
And in that
19-7 Wildwood Catholic.
In that first quarter, Wildwood Catholic had 14 rebounds, 7 offensive, 7 defense. Tech just had 3 rebounds, no offensive.
Jaleel White spinning along the baseline. Stopped, lost the dribble, lobs it across to Hopping. Hopping fakes into the lane, stripped. Ray Abbott running for Cape May Tech. Abbott to the basket. Flipped it up high, no good. Rebound tapped out of there, and Rossell comes down with the loose ball in the corner. And the Crusaders, with their 12-point lead, will bring it up across the timeline with 6.5 to go second quarter. White goes to Hopping. Baseline three. Bang. Jacob Hopping. And Jaleel White, that was simple.
Yes.
Hopping's man was in help side, so White dribbled right at him and then kicked it to Hopping. Air ball in the corner for Cape May Tech. Here comes Catholic running again. Charles Field's floater is short. Rebound brought down by Ray Abbott of Cape May Tech. He pushes, kicks in the corner. Baseline three for Josh Wright is good. And it's 22-10. Wildwood Catholic will call a timeout with this 12-point lead. 6:06 to go second quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. 22-10, Wildwood Catholic on top. 6 minutes to go second quarter. Cape May Tech showing a half-court zone trap here out of the timeout. Wildwood Catholic breaks it easily. The backdoor lob from Hopping to Jaleel White is perfect, and he lays it up and in.
And again, Wildwood Catholic coming out of a timeout, Brian, and they execute a play down the offensive end to near perfection.
There's a turnover by Cape May Tech. Josh Wright got caught in the air, had no one to throw it to, let the ball go, and it trickled out of bounds. Yeah, and you talk about getting a backdoor layup there, buddy. When Cape May Tech changes defenses on you for the first time, and you get a backdoor layup, and that's being really smart and patient and experienced. Here's Caleb Fields right side, crossover dribble, gets to the rim, no good but a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots. These will be the first free throws for Wildwood Catholic.
And that foul is going to be called on Ray Abbott. the 5'11 senior guard, his first, team's fifth. And again, Wildwood Catholic, good patience offensively, Brian, moving the ball around, and they get it to Fields. And Fields just had a seam in that defense and took it right to the rack. Help side came over late. He gets fouled. He goes to the line.
And makes both. 26-10. Wildwood Catholic on top. 5:20 to go, second quarter. Here's Aiden Hoffman. Hoffman bounces in the corner. Got it to Wright. Wright takes one dribble, fires a three. It's no good. Rebound off of Cape May Tech and out of bounds.
And Cape May Tech really struggling offensively. They're unable to get anything inside, and they're being forced to take a lot of jump shots. And they're being forced to take jump shots without good looks at the basket.
Yeah, there's a lot of length and athleticism for Wildwood Catholic, and it just makes it so difficult. They're so good defensively. Hopping another three off a feed from White again, and he knocks it down. Hopping second three of the period. He's got 6 points. 29-10, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Well, the two sophomores got
Here's
a nice
a steal
little
by
rhythm.
Wildwood Catholic. Ahead to Charles Fields to the basket, and he dunks with two hands.
(31-10). Wildwood Catholic on top. 4:25 to go.
Abbott to the
quarter.
basket, kicks out. Hoffman lost the dribble in a bad spot, stolen away. Here's Caleb Fields with it. Center of the floor, takes a bump. Layup is no good, but he'll go to the line for two. And Wildwood Catholic is, and the other thing that they couldn't have been happy about, Buddy, is they've been so good defensively this year. They gave up 72 points in that loss to Eastern, and you could tell that they came out with a mindset to really be strong defensively. 30-second timeout taken by Cape May Tech. We'll stay here. Tell you that Reef Family Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy located at 804 Route 9 South in Cape May Courthouse. They've been serving the local community since 2009, and they support all the athletes in tonight's matchup. The Borough of Avalon, cooler by a mile. For a list of exciting events and sports camps in 2018, log on to visit AvalonNJ.com. The Caravangelists and Rotundi families are proud sponsors of Wildwood Catholic High School and would like to wish the students and coaches the best of luck this basketball season. Dedication and hard work will take you far. Keep up the great work. Look for the season opening on April 1st of Hot Spot 1 at Cedar and the Boardwalk. Out of the timeout, Caleb Fields will go to the line for two shots with Wildwood Catholic ahead 31-10 with 4:15 to go, second quarter. Missed the first foul shot.
One thing Caleb Fields has been this year, Brian, is he's the Wildwood Catholic's best foul shooter. And we saw that last week in a game up at St. Joe's of Hamilton.
Buddy with the 98-7, the coach jinx as he misses both. Here's Josh Wright for Cape May Tech. His team down 21, goes right to the basket short. Rebound will go off of Wildwood Catholic and out of bounds.
That last personal foul was called on Aiden Hoffman, the 5'11" freshman guard. That was his first. Both teams at the 6 foul team total.
Longstreet short. Rebound brought down by Wildwood Catholic. Devin Roach, by the way, is in the game for Cape May Tech. Oh, what a great pass from Hopping. Could have taken a layup that would have been contested. Let the defender fly by as he dropped it off to Charles Fields, who laid it in. To the basket is Wright. That's no good. Got his own rebound, goes up and scores. (33-12). Wildwood Catholic on top. Here's Charles Fields down the lane, and they're going to call him for traveling.
Wow.
And now we have a technical foul call on Charles Fields, and he's been a victim of this for a lot of the season, buddy. He just throws the ball away indiscriminately, and he's called for a technical foul.
Well, the replay, I think he kicked the ball. He didn't kick it hard, but he kicked it away from the official instead of just bending over, picking it up, and handing it to him. And that was an easy technical foul to call and not a smart play by the senior.
So Josh Wright will go to the line here for two shots.
And that will go against Chuck Fields as his second personal foul. 7th team foul against Wildwood Catholic, which that part is mute as Josh Wright goes to the line to shoot 2. He knocks down the first one.
Second one on the way, and that one's good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net twice for the 5'11 junior guard. He's 6 of 7 from the foul line.
Yeah, and he's got 11 of Cape May Tech's 14 points. 3:33 to go before halftime. Wildwood Catholic 33, Cape May Tech 14. Tech with the ball after the technical foul. Matt Capozzoli into the game, replacing Charles Fields, who picked up the technical. Josh Wright, foul line jumper. Great contest by Thweet to make him change the shot. It was no good. Jaleel White, the rebound for Wildwood Catholic. Doubled, got it to Hopping. Hopping steps into the lane, kicks out. Capozzoli, 16-footer, short, tipped up and in by Caleb Fields. 35-14, Wildwood Catholic on top. Here's Abbott, center of the floor, kicks out, driving his long street, shut off, looking in the post, can't get it there, steps through a double team, and now we have a 5-second violation. So good defense by Wildwood Catholic.
And again, right there, James Longstreet, just a sophomore, picks the ball up in a very bad spot. He's 14 feet from the basket on that right baseline. Wildwood Catholic sets a great trap, using the baseline as a third defender, and he had nowhere to go with the ball. 5-second call.
Here's Hopping, center of the floor, goes to Caleb Fields, fakes, steps in, 15-footer, got it. 10 points for Caleb Fields.
A little bit of contact there, but Caleb Fields just showing you how strong he is.
Shot up by Longstreet's no good. Rebound Hopping. Hopping, center of the floor. Comes across midcourt. Lost the dribble. Lobs it back out to Caleb Fields.
And that time, Jacob Hopping, as Brian said, he lost his dribble and picked it up in a bad spot, but able to find a teammate.
Caleb Fields to Jaleel White to the basket. And they're going to say he was fouled before the shot. And that'll give Jaleel White a 1-and-1. Couple of other scores, buddy. Wildwood's girls basketball team suffered their first division loss in the Tri-County Classic Division, falling 45-37 at Gloucester. Wildwood was actually winning that game after 3 quarters. And in the boys' game between the same two schools, Wildwood was up 37-24 at halftime.
That foul, at last foul was called on Ray Abbott.
White missed the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound comes down to Cape May Tech. Here comes Josh Wright. Stops, pulls up for 3. That's short. It's an air ball. And the rebound will go out of bounds.
And again, Cape May Tech just really, really struggling offensively.
Xavier Toney comes into the game for Cape May Tech, replacing Ray Abbott.
And as Brian talked about, Wildwood Catholic clearly came out on a mission defensively to take passing lanes and to take shooting angles away.
Capozzoli in the corner. Goes to Jake McGonigal, who's in the game for the first time. No good shot by Thweet. Rebound to Caleb Fields. That was rejected. And here comes Cape May Tech, trailing 37-14. Wright kicks out, and that'll go off of Wildwood Catholic and out of bounds. Greg Carroll's also into the game for Wildwood Catholic.
It was deflected by a Crusader. The Hawks will be able to inbound. 1:25 to play in the first half. 37-24, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Here's Toney for 3, no good. Rebound brought down by Matt Capozzoli. McGonigal, high post pass to Capozzoli, fakes, drives, and is fouled. And Matt Capozzoli will get 2 shots.
And again, good ball movement that time by Wildwood Catholic. Capozzoli came into the lane from the right side to the left, just inside the foul line. Was able to get that pass. Made a nice power move towards the basket. Got Toney on his back.
First free throw's no good.
Brian, this has got to be a concern of Coach Dave DeWeese and his staff. Wildwood Catholic as a team has really struggled at the foul line.
Second free throw by Capozzoli is good. He becomes the 6th Wildwood Catholic player to score in the first half. They lead 38-14 with a minute to go. Josh Wright rejected by White, but a foul. And that'll send him to the line, send right to the line for 2 shots.
Jaleel White is going to pick up his second team's 8th. Just under a minute to play, 59 seconds to be exact. And Josh Wright is the only player to score in this quarter for Cape May Tech. Ray Abbott has the only other 3 points.
Second free throw is good. 38-16 now. We have a foul on Nate Lopez. That's going to send Jake McGonigal to the line for a 1-and-1.
Nate Lopez, the 5'10" senior guard for Cape May Tech, picks up his second, and it's the 9th team foul.
McGonigal's free throw is good. He'll get another. 39-16 Wildwood Catholic. And the second free throw is good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 6-foot junior guard.
Right, a deep 3. That hits nothing but the backboard way past the rim. And here comes McGonigal, swings it to White in the corner. White splits a double team, gets to the basket, but lost the ball on the way up. Greg Carroll, the offensive rebound for Wildwood Catholic. It gives them another possession with 30 seconds to go in the period. And it looks like Wildwood Catholic may hold for 1 shot. Here's McGonigal. Still holding. Takes the ball down the left wing, drives, and is fouled. And he'll go to the line again for what now will be 2 shots.
And again, right now, Wildwood Catholic obviously in total control of this basketball game. And I'd mentioned when Josh Wright was at the line, he's the only Hawk to score in this quarter. The only other player, Ray Abbott, hit a 3 very, very early in the first quarter. But when you look at this, you also look at the stat sheet, Brian. Jack O'Donnell, Ryan Cleffy, and James Longstreet, they're 0 for 7 from the floor collectively.
McGonigal hits both. He's made 4 free throws in the span of about a minute, but he didn't hit the rim on any of them.
Yeah.
Here's another turnover by Cape May Tech. 6 seconds to go in the period. Lobbed ahead to Thweet. Thweet, a baseline drive, had his shot blocked as the buzzer sounds. But a very good half for Wildwood Catholic. It's all Crusaders. They lead at 42-16 at the break. And we'll take a 4-minute timeout. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Advice.com. 42-16, Wildwood Catholic on top as we get set to start this second half.
I'll tell you, Brian, you know, as we talked about in that first half and had an interesting conversation with Tech assistant coach Joe Bimbo, because he stopped me on my way back over here and he said, do you have anything that we could draw up so we could get a shot off that's not contested? He said their defense was unbelievable in that first half.
Well, if I was, here's Ray Abbott for 3 off the second pass. And, if I was Cape May Tech, my advice to them, the rebound goes off of Wildwood Catholic out of bounds, is why don't you try throwing 4 or 5 passes on a possession for once? I mean, seriously, everything is rushed, and that's why everything's contested. I don't care how good of a defensive team you are. You don't want to play defense for 30 seconds. Work the ball around and try to get good shots.
Well, it's like the other thing, too, the passing lanes. I mean, the job they're doing with their wingspan, meaning Wildwood Catholic.
Here's Wildwood Catholic diving on a loose ball. And now a tie-up between Carrion and Jaleel White, and the possession will go to Wildwood Catholic.
I mean, that's what they're doing after that 72 points they gave up on Saturday. They're taking away the passing lanes. They're taking away almost every angle. Yeah, you need ball fakes. You need to play strong with the ball.
Hopping, great outlet to Caleb Fields as they take Cape May Tech's pressure and lay it up and in. And, we're coming perilously close, buddy, to seeing that relatively new rule in the Cape Atlantic League of a 35-point running clock. Here's Ray Abbott for three. That's no good. Rebound, Taj Thweet. Thweet will dribble it up. Thweet, that's an offensive foul. Good take by Aiden Hoffman. I don't know where Thweet's going there.
That's his first personal foul, and it's the first team foul here in the second half against Wildwood Catholic.
Aiden Hoffman spotted Thweet with his head down, dribbling, and just stood his ground, took the contact. Carrying in the post, kicks to right a deep three, off the iron, no good. Weak side rebound, Aiden Hoffman. His pass is stolen by Thweet, though. Here comes Caleb Fields, bounces to Thweet, baseline drive. Great pass across to Capozzoli, and the layup is good.
But how many times have we seen that tonight, Brian, by Wildwood Catholic?
Make the extra pass.
Making the extra pass.
Hoffman driving, kicking to O'Donnell. O'Donnell to right. Right drives, shot blocked. And now they're going to say it wasn't blocked, and he picked up the loose ball after letting it go, and that is a traveling violation.
What they're calling is it was blocked back into his hands, and he was able to come down with it and then attempt to try and dribble. This is another tough break for Josh Mercado's squad.
Wildwood Catholic by 30. Jaleel White driving, and I think we're going to have a travel. Yes, we are.
Coach Dave DeWeese not happy with that call, but it's 46-16, Wildwood Catholic on top, and that is the 7th turnover against Wildwood Catholic.
Josh Wright, right elbow jumper, no good. Rebound brought down by Jaleel White. White across the timeline, stripped from behind, dives on the floor for the loose ball, tried to shovel it to Capozzoli. Capozzoli tried to shovel it out, stolen by Aiden Hoffman. Hoffman to the basket, his layup is good.
Good strong move that time by the freshman.
And Wildwood Catholic wants a timeout. They're not happy with how they've started this second half, but they still lead 46-18, 5:47 to go third quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast.
It up, it doesn't bite.
46-18, Wildwood Catholic on top, 5:47 to go third period. And Wildwood Catholic with this comfortable lead. High school basketball on the coast, brought to you by Collier's Liquor Store, right in the heart of Cape May. They're a proud sponsor of Cape May County Basketball. Shop local craft beers and spirits today. Quintita, good luck to all of the players in tonight's game from the Greater Wildwoods Tourism Improvement and Development Authority. Wildwood Catholic, the 46-18 lead and the basketball. And, of course, our live video stream on Facebook brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance. Good feed from Jacob Hopping to Charles Fields, and he lays it up and in. 48-18, Wildwood Catholic. Here's Josh Wright in the lane. Shot is no good, and he can't save it in bounds. But they're going to say it went off of Wildwood Catholic anyway, so Cape May Tech will have it.
And you hear Coach Dave DeWeese in the background yelling, no loose balls, no loose balls. He wants his team to get after every loose ball. He doesn't care what the score is. He does not want to lose any loose balls.
Abbott, high post to Carrion, kicked across. Hoffman fakes a three. Drive, shut off. Tough pass in the paint. But Jack O'Donnell is able to come up with the loose ball and lay it up and in. Good feed.
I think Hoffman was trying to throw that off a Crusader defender.
Yeah. Ends up as an assist. Caleb Fields with the basketball. Goes to Jacob Hopping. Hopping down the lane. Lobs. Thweet had jumped too early and couldn't come up with the pass. The pass was a little behind him as well. It's a turnover. Here's another turnover the other way. Jaleel White to the basket. Tried to dunk over Josh Wright, but is fouled. And had that dunk gone in, Matt Ulmer would have had that clip viral in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe 10 seconds. That would have been, that was a And Jaleel White had one thought in mind when he came up with that loose ball, no matter what was going to happen with the defense or the defender. But give Josh Wright credit. He went up strong and clean and contested that shot, not to allow White to throw it down. And that fouls Josh Wright's first team foul against Cape May Tech here in the second half.
White makes both, so Wildwood Catholic all of a sudden has made 6 straight free throws. 50-20, Wildwood Catholic on top. Abbott, a baseline drive, shut off. Goes into the lane. White just takes it right out of his hands. Got it up to Charles Fields to the basket, and the layup is good. Fields with 12. 52-20, Wildwood Catholic.
And Wildwood Catholic just doing a great job running the floor and then recognizing they're finding their teammates ahead for a better shot.
O'Donnell for 3. That's an air ball. Rebound, Jaleel White. Lost it, got it back, got it to Charles Fields, up the left wing to Caleb Fields. Caleb Fields back to Jaleel White, down the lane, and he is fouled. And Wildwood Catholic will have possession. With 3:48 to go third quarter, they lead 52-20.
And they're going to call that foul on Ray Abbott, senior guard. He's going to pick up his third. It's going to be the second team foul. Second team foul against Cape May Tech here in the second half. 3:48 to play in the third quarter. It's 52-20, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Hopping in the corner for the Crusaders. Brings it back out, bounces to Caleb Fields. Fields holding. Gets a screen, kicks. Jaleel White for 3, short. Rebound by Josh Wright. He's trying to run for Cape May Tech. Takes it to the basket, no good but a foul.
And they're going to call that foul on Jaleel White. 6'5" sophomore picks up his third. It's going to send Josh Wright to the line to shoot 2. A quick shout out to, again, the Jet family listening from all over the country. We got Joey and Katie listening in Utah at BYU. Mary and her family listening in Kansas. And Billy Jet and his family listening in North Carolina, all proud graduates of Wildwood Catholic High School.
You know, with all these people listening from across the country, we should be dispatching some sales representatives to all corners of the USA.
Well, if we get travel money.
Hop on board as a sponsor, please. Wright makes both free throws. It's 52-22, Wildwood Catholic on top.
I'll volunteer to go if I get expenses.
Here's Caleb Fields for Wildwood Catholic. Goes in the corner to Thweet. Thweet, baseline drive, reverse layup, blocked. Rebound brought down by Blaine Rossell, threw it away. Stolen by Josh Wright. Here's Wright to the basket. Up and under move, no good. Rebound tipped up by Cleffy, no good. Here comes Wildwood Catholic running, and Aiden Hoffman does a good job to prevent a fast break opportunity by tipping away that outlet pass.
Yeah, the 5'11" freshman, he did, as Brian said, did a good job getting back defensively. 52-32.
Good to see Matt Capizoli back on the court, buddy, because he was attended to by the trainer of Cape May Tech a little bit earlier in this half, but he comes back into the game, so he's okay. Looked like he might have had some kind of a cut on his leg that was taped up. Obviously, you can't play with blood. Wildwood Catholic ahead by 30.
Yeah, I said 52-32. Correct that. It's 52-22.
He's on the payroll, coach.
3:02 to go third quarter. Catholic inbounding. Charles Fields lobs it out to Caleb Fields. Holds right wing, goes to Hopping. Hopping a deep 3, that's short. Rebound in the corner, and trickles out of bounds.
Jacob Hopping shot that from about 25, 26 feet.
Pass ahead, goes off the hands of Abbott and out of bounds, and Cape May Tech another turnover.
And that is the 16th turnover against the Hawks in tonight's game. 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. It's Wildwood Catholic 52, Cape May Tech 22.
Caleb Fields' floater in the lane is short. Rossell the rebound, kicks it out to Hopping. Hopping drives, passes down to Charles Fields. Couldn't handle it, so goes back out to Hopping. Baseline drive, got it to Capozzoli. Jump hook is good. Matt Capozzoli converts for Wildwood Catholic. He's got 5 points.
Nice baseline drive going down that left lane by Hopping. Then he finds his teammate.
Josh Wright to the basket for Cape May Tech. He has 17 of their 24 points. Here's Caleb Fields. He is fouled by Hoffman.
Aiden Hoffman picking up his second personal foul. It's going to be the third team foul here in the second half against Cape May Tech. As Brian just said, Josh Wright has earned every point tonight. He is 3 of 18 from the floor. 2 of 13 inside the arc.
Caleb Fields, top of the key.
10 of his points have come from the charity stripe, where he's 10 of 11.
Drives, kicks to Charles Fields. And there's another turnover by Wildwood Catholic. Catholic's been sloppy in this third quarter, buddy. Even though they're still outscoring Tech and well in control of this game.
Well, Brian, that's their 5th turnover in this quarter.
Right.
They only turned it over 6 times in the entire first half. But you're right, sloppy play, bad decision making.
Right baseline jumper is good. He rose up above all challengers there. He has 19 points, but his team's behind by 28. 54-26. Here's Wildwood Catholic with the basketball. Blaine Russell, top of the key, swings it right side to Jacob Hopping. Hopping holds, drives, kicks. Here's Russell for 3, baseline, good.
And a good find by Jacob Hopping. And Blaine Russell, he had his feet set. Great arc on that shot.
Here's Cleffy for 3, that's short. Rebound Charles Fields, got it to Caleb Fields. Goes to the basket, no good but a foul. And Caleb, who has 12 points in this game, will go to the line for 2 shots.
And again, Jacob Hopping did a good job, good dribble penetration, found his teammate out there beyond the arc on the left side, deep along that left baseline. And Russell, great arc on that shot, probably brought down a little bit of snow flurries, which are happening outside from what we understand. Nothing but the bottom of the net from Russell. That's one of the things Wildwood Catholic has, Brian, is those sharpshooters that can come off the bench and add that 3-point game to Wildwood Catholic's artillery.
Caleb Fields makes both 59-26, 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Nate Lopez with it for Cape May Tech. Goes to Carrion in the post. Spins, that was blocked. Got his own rebound off the glass, no good. Rebound Charles Fields. Wildwood Catholic wants to run. And now, actually the Crusaders are going to take a timeout. Full timeout on the floor, 59-26 Wildwood Catholic. Late stages, third quarter, back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. 59-26, Wildwood Catholic on top of Cape May Tech. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by the Bow Harbor Oceanfront Hotel in Wildwood Crest. They are a proud supporter of high school sports. When friends and family come to visit, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Bow Harbor Oceanfront Hotel. Plenty of great in-season and off-season vacation specials to choose from. Call them at 522-3343 or check them out online at bowharborhotels.com. Caleb Fields to the basket. The finger roll off the glass and good.
That was a pretty move by the 6'2 senior, driving the left side, and as Brian called it, a nice finger roll.
Lopez right side driving, spinning, shot blocked. Jacob Hopping, got it up to Caleb Fields. He won't get the shot away before the end of the quarter, but Wildwood Catholic finishes strong, and they lead 61-26. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Just a 30. Running clock. Just a 30. They're all 30s during the game. Yeah, unless it's halftime or the end. That's all right. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, 61-26. Wildwood Catholic after 3 quarters in full control over Cape May Tech. And Buddy, this will be a first for one of our broadcasts here. We're going to start this 4th quarter with a running clock. The Cape Atlantic League put in a 35-point mercy rule last season, and it'll be a running clock through free throws and out of bounds. The only time it'll stop will be on timeouts. Obviously, if Cape May Tech gets it within 35 points, the clock would then stop. But right now, we're at a 35-point margin. Wildwood Catholic with a lot of subs into the game here. Ben Church, Ray Abbott for 3. And that's good for Cape May Tech. Ben Church in the game for the first time for the Crusaders. Greg Carroll, Blaine Russell, and Jake McGonigal, Tommy Boley for Wildwood Catholic.
And Ray Abbott took care of that 35-point rule very quickly.
Here's Boley. Boley goes to Ben Church. Back to McGonigal. McGonigal fakes a 3. Hands off to Tommy Boley. Boley hands off to Blaine Russell. Russell holding. Goes to Carroll. Back to McGonigal. McGonigal flips to Carroll on the baseline. And he goes back to McGonigal.
Nice little pick and roll there. But Greg Carroll really wasn't anticipating that.
McGonigal with the dribble still. Tried to pass. The ball was kicked right back into his hands.
Wildwood Catholic being very patient offensively.
Boley against the defense of Josh Wright. Ben Church in the corner. High post to Greg Carroll. Great look to Tommy Boley. He lays it up and in. Wait, what a set by the substitutes of Wildwood Catholic, Buddy. They just took more than a minute off the clock, and they end up with a backdoor layup.
Yes, and again, we talked about great patience, good ball movement, and as Brian said, a backdoor layup.
Devin Rhodes down the long street. Shot was blocked by Rossell. The rebound will go out of bounds off of Wildwood Catholic.
6:21 to play here in the basketball game. 63-29, Wildwood Catholic on top of Cape May Tech.
Devin Roach goes to Ray Abbott, a deep 3 here, and that's good.
And that was contested as well. That was contested. Greg Carroll did a good job getting out, but Ray Abbott knocked it down anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Norris has just left the building. Had to announce his exit by coming by the broadcast table. Wildwood Catholic 63, Cape May Tech 32. Wildwood Catholic with the basketball. Tommy Boley down the lane to Greg Carroll. His reverse layup is good. Couple of really good possessions there by the deep subs of Wildwood Catholic. Here's right into the lane. Wild shot, no good. I think he thought he was fouled, so he flipped it up. Referee's passing on that whistle. Wright was a little out of control there. McGonigal goes high post to Church. Church's pass is knocked back into his hands, but he does a good job of tipping it out to McGonigal by diving on the floor for the loose ball.
And Wildwood Catholic again will look to set up their half-court offense.
McGonigal kicks to Russell in the corner. Boley a baseline drive. Tried to kick it out. That's a turnover. Abbott lobs it ahead looking for Longstreet. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, offensively down that end, Tommy Boley did a good job with a nice baseline pump fake. But when he got into the lane, he really probably should have taken the shot, but he was trying to kick it back out. There was no teammate there. So end result was a turnover. But Wildwood Catholic very impressive with this unit. That's the way they've been running their half-court set.
Xavier Tony back in for Cape May Tech, along with Nate Lopez. Here's Russell, baseline drive, flips it up and good. Blaine Russell with 8 points in this game.
Well, no help side defense that time. And Russell took advantage, took it right to the rack, driving that left baseline.
67-32. Here's Devin Roach. Layup is good.
Good, strong move that time by the 6'3" sophomore for Cape May Tech.
4:20 to go. Wildwood Catholic 67. Cape May Tech 34. Russell, another drive. Off the glass and good. Blaine Russell in double figures with 10 points.
Well, that time
Talk about the depth of Wildwood Catholic, buddy. You know, if there's probably a lot of high school coaches that might be watching our video and saying to themselves, we could use this kid. And he's a deep sub for Wildwood Catholic. He's probably about their 8th man. He does get some significant time, but in some games. But he was getting a little extra run here tonight in the blowout win, and he's proving himself to be certainly a capable high school basketball player. And here's Russell with the basketball again. It's 69-34 Wildwood Catholic.
Up 35.
Pass is tipped and goes out of bounds.
And that clock continues to run.
3:30 to go. Here's Carroll in the high post, back to McGonigal. Flipped across to Boley. Now it's Russell. Hands off to Boley. High post pass to Carroll. Bounces across to McGonigal. Now it's Boley again. Russell on the left wing.
I tell you what, the patience of this group, this unit for Wildwood Catholic also is very impressive.
McGonigal, great feed down low. Tommy Boley is fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And again, Wildwood Catholic, their patience pays off. McGonigal out on the left side of the floor beyond the arc finds Boley wide open by the time the defense got there, which was Tony. He was late, and Boley was able to draw the foul. Goes to the foul line, knocks down the first free throw. And again, Tommy Boley, a 6'1" sophomore.
Second free throw is good. Boley with 4 points. Liam Grimes checks in. Tommy Boley comes out. 2:15 to go, 71-34. Wildwood Catholic on top. High post pass stolen away by McGonigal. And Wildwood Catholic with possession again. Right side, Ben Church drives along the baseline, shut off. Good ball reversal by Catholic there. Now it's Dom Caraballo in the game for Catholic as well. Here's Greg Carroll to the basket, no good. Rebound Xavier Tony for Cape May Tech. 1:50 to go. Pass is tipped out of bounds by McGonigal. Tech will inbound.
Clock continues to run due to that 35-point rule. 71-34, Wildwood Catholic on top.
Devin Roach down low to Xavier Tony. Didn't get the roll. Aiden Hoffman, a good job keeping the ball alive for Tech, and it goes out of bounds for Wildwood, off of Wildwood Catholic.
You can hear Coach DeWeese still yelling in the background, loose ball, loose ball. He wants to win every loose ball opportunity.
Cleffy back to Hoffman, high post pass to Roach. Spins, kicks to Cleffy. Cleffy for 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Hoffman, but couldn't corral it. Greg Carroll comes out of there with it for Wildwood Catholic. And now we have a stoppage because Devin Roach looks like he may have turned an ankle or twisted a knee, so he has to step out. Chris Carrion checks back in. Clock continues to run, 35 seconds to go. 71-34 Wildwood Catholic. Backdoor pass again. Carroll couldn't handle it, so he kicks to Grimes. Grimes up to Caraballo. Great look down low, and the layup is good by Ben Church. 73-34, 15 seconds to go. High post pass, Carrion. Now it's Cleffy, swings it across to Tony. Down low, layup by Hoffman is good. Good look by Xavier Tony, but that'll do it. 73-36, Wildwood Catholic wins it in a rout, and they controlled this one from start to finish. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back right after this on 98.7 The Coast WCZT.